big part of it is because of my size. So I don't really use weight or strength to my advantage. It's not an option. So my thing is, I don't want any engagement from him if I'm standing passing. And I basically run my strategy on distance. So I use one where I'm very far out, one where I'm mid-range, and one where I'm smashing it. And I generally will cycle through those. And of course there's variances and things across as they come along. If I'm out real far, right, and I'm stepping in, I'm looking for something. I don't want him to get any grip. You know, if I do step in and he gets my foot or anything, a lot of times I'll just clear that and reset. Just like if you're boxing or if you're moving around, I'm trying to create angles and openings. From the outside here, if I can get a hand across and pull it up, or if he grabs my wrist, sometimes I'll use the same grip and pull it up, and I like to step tight to the hips here. And I'll come right across, ride the knee, but because I'm as tight to the hip as I am, he can't just re-get that in, right? And then once I get to this knee on belly position from the outside passes, if he starts working my leg here, maybe he's pushing me down, I'll switch to here, and then come back and forth. Eventually, you know, if I get him down here, then I'm a little deeper, and I'll slide in and now I'm trying to progress back and forth, trying to stay light. Just, I really don't want to get too a hold of me. So the step over the hip, if you're dealing with someone really long, I find it works great to even step on feet. Just break feet flat so I don't hurt you. Oh God, Jesus. Right? So if you know, if he's a real long guy, if he comes in one knee up, I can stand here, cut through the hip. You know, it takes a little bit of timing. If I go a little deep like this, I can see he wants that leg, and I move back to the Jedi mind trick, and he comes in. You come in again, you set it up. I mean, we're all familiar with like X passing like this. Okay, you cross your arms, and you come in. I like to do it on the opposite, so I'll cross my arms here. This would be like a mid-range pass. So if I come in here, I'm engaging outside the knee, outside the head. So when I make my step, I twist him up like this. So he's, you know, his spine's twisted, he's weak, and it gives me lots of opportunity to get that knee in. And again, it's just a surfing game. And then, you know, I mean, there's variances on all this, and stepping on legs, like stepping here is a good one for pinning the leg, stopping them from looping them up. And then here's a pass that I learned here actually. I like to use in tight, and it's just under the leg here and on the hip here. If it's just not working, he's shutting down everything I go for, he keeps gripping up, I'll just basically come in here. And once I'm on the hips, I'll keep this one tight if I have to. If I can get this out right away, I will. We got some guys in our gym that are real good at just stuffing their head, getting in that bullshit. So on the hip here, and I'm up to controlling the head. And everything about my close game is about trying to control the head, because you know, if you can move a horse around by his head, you can move a person. So I'll either go on the shoulder, on the shoulder here, or even on the cheek. And I want to think of my shoulder like a fist. So I'm pushing with it like this, and then I just isolate the head. So once I lean into him and flare this arm, I let his head take the brunt of it, and he can step through or whatever. But that's adjustment, man. Outside, mid, close, and then trying to, you know, shut down his movement and create angles, which would create little openings and negative spaces over the hips and that. Yeah. Awesome. Thanks,